Okay, hey everybody. So I just wanted to try to come back on here and show you the follow-up to the meal prep of the fuelings that we did before with the 2 bagels, and actually with the bagel fueling and also the muffins. I wanted to just, show you what it looks like as the after product. So truth be told, the avocado oil was running out, so it didn't actually coat the entire pan the way I expected it to. So the first round of bagels was stuck in the pan, and I made another round of bagels for that reason. But I also made a second round of muffins because we really go through those for the week, and I figured we would have some extra, so that was also good. And that's also what held me up a little bit tonight. Making the new batch of bagels, I actually reduced the baking powder to a half a teaspoon. I found that when I tried the first batch that got stuck in the pan, they were a little too salty for me, so I definitely cut that out. And then also with the muffins, I also cut it down. For 3 fuelings, I cut it down to a half a teaspoon of the baking powder because I didn't like the way it tasted. It was a little salty. So just so you know, even though I followed the recipe, you have to go with what works for you, and and just tweak it and play with it as long as you like the end product. I also like extra seasoning on mine with the everything but the bagel seasoning, but you could do whatever you like. I have made bagels prior to this that worked out just perfectly in the pan and did not stick at all. And I made bagels out of the blueberry biscuit fueling. I also made bagels out of the cinnamon cream cheese swirl cake. I also made bagels out of, like I did with the buttermilk biscuits, but I had to make the second batch of the bagels with my smashed potato fuelings because I ran out of biscuits. So there you go. live streaming. This is what it's all about, people. So I had to use garlic smashed potatoes and sour cream smashed potatoes, but guess what? They are just as good, and that is actually what the recipe calls for. I like the biscuit because it gives it a little more crisp factor to it, but when you put them in the toaster, when you're making them, they're all the same. So let's show you the bagels first. These 2 also got a little stuck in there. So they didn't come out the same exact way that they did the first time that I've made them in this pan. I don't know if it was because we put the pan in the dishwasher. It says it's dishwasher safe, but who knows? It might not be, and that's why maybe the nonstick coating got a little messed with. But I just want to show you, they came out really, really beautiful. They're a little stuck there, but other than that, I mean, you could see how beautiful and delicious they look. These, I had less batter, so you could see the actual hole in between. If you watch the first video, you'll see that it kind of covered everything. Also, because there was more baking powder, it made them fluff up a little bit more, and it covered the entire pan. You hear my dog in the background messing with her food. Chloe, leave it. Hey, leave it. Mama's making a video, leave it. Okay, sorry. So if you take a look at the bagels, I mean, they're fantastic. You could eat them right out of the oven. What we do is we put them in a toaster, and we use our low-fat whipped cream cheese. That's like a condiment if you use a tablespoon. So, it works perfectly, and you actually get 2. You get 2 of these. Another thing I like to try with these is the Laughing Cow cheese wedges. I could split one Laughing Cow between the 2 bagels, or you could use 2, but one of those is a condiment. So you want to be careful not using all your condiments throughout the day. You want to save them for your lean and green, but you have to sometimes live a little and try different things. And as long as you have your meals planned out for the nighttime, if you have your lean and greens for dinner, if you have your meal planned out ahead of time, then you know exactly what you could allot for it throughout the day. So if you're going to use 2 condiments in your, you're going to use a condiment with your almond milk or something in your shake, and then you use a condiment with your bagel, then you're allowed 1 more condiment with your lean and green, and you could also have your healthy fat, depending on what kind of protein you choose. But here are the muffins. So I made 2 batches of the same exact muffins. I have the cinnamon swirl cake, and I also, with a little bit extra cinnamon, and I also have the chocolate chip muffins. And they are just so fantastic. The only thing about these is the chocolate chips kind of sink to the bottom. I mean, if you're baking like for real, you usually coat your chocolate chips with flour so that they don't sink all to the bottom. That's a little pro trick. But with these, I mean, like, look how beautiful they came out. You can't beat that. And you get 2 of them for 1 fueling. So what I do is I take those little snack bags, you know, the Ziploc snack bags, and I put 2, and I put them in the fridge, and we could just grab them and go on the way to work, put them in our lunch bag, and, you know, keep them on hand. I put them in the refrigerator and keep them on hand that way. And they're very, very simple to make. It literally, even though, you saw me, I took a little more time because I was actually describing everything and going through the process of measuring everything out, but it actually takes no time at all. I throw them in the oven on Sunday night and it takes 15 minutes. I pop them out of the pan and I put them in the Ziplocs and pack them in the fridge. So it's quite a simple fueling to make, even for someone that doesn't cook or bake regularly. You really can't mess it up, okay? And I want to show you this is the first batch I made. Okay, so the chocolate chip ones here, they're just a little bit more crispy, but they're fine. I like them that way, actually. And Nick prefers them the other way. So these will be mine, and those will be his. Lastly, just in case, any of you don't know, I'm a certified health coach. And if you have any questions about the program that I'm on, or you want to reach out with any questions about, recipes or lean and greens, I have sections in my photos on Facebook that you could check out. I'm also on Pinterest. If you want to follow me on Pinterest, you could find all the different pages that I have with recipes and hacks and little tricks and tools that you could use. And just reach out, Everybody wants something that's easy, something that's simple, something they don't have to think twice about. And, we pick up our fuelings and we go and we plan out our meals. And it's something that you don't have to count, you don't have to point, you don't have to track. It really makes life so much easier. And if I could share that with everyone and show you just how easy it is and how simple it is, that, if making all this is the most difficult thing, how simple can the program be? And I've lost 51 pounds since September 13th when I made the decision to try this out. And I couldn't be happier. I have people in my family that have lost 50, 60 pounds, people that are in transition already. I have people that, clients that have immunodeficiencies and immune disorders where they have inflammation and inflammatory troubles. Like myself, I suffer from endometriosis and I have a lot of inflammation. And since I've been on this program, I've had none of that. I haven't had my migraines, I haven't had the inflammation, I haven't had the bloating, I haven't had the pain that would come with all of those things on a daily basis. So this has really given me freedom, and it's given me a lot of hope. And although I still have, about 40 to 50 pounds left to lose, I still, I'm willing to share anything that I can with you. And just, message me, hit me up, text me, call me. I'm an open book, that. Everybody that knows me knows that about me. So just reach out, it can't hurt. Even if you're not ready to join or try something today, it's okay if you want to just call me and ask questions, okay? But I hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday night. I really do appreciate you watching my live, and be safe. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.